Okay. Welcome to the Dave's Oddcast with Andy Martin, and we have a new addition to the team, Lewis. Lewis, would you like to introduce yourself first before we start
Yeah.
this up?
It's always a funny one. So I am Lewis. You've
Yes,
mentioned
Lewis.
it. It's always a funny one when you introduce yourself. Give me something to talk about.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I'm the youngest, the best looking one on here so far.
You fucking witch.
mate, it's just that I haven't had a shave. That's all, mate. But underneath this is pure beauty.
Don't
That's
worry,
what-
David. You're losing by a mile.
already.
Losing by a
you're
country mile.
What is that?
Losing by a country mile and that.
Losing by a country mile. It's all right. It's all right. These wheels pick up speed after a while. It'll be all right.
Well, yeah, you get the sympathy vote though, so you win.
Why for having the biggest dick? Oh, it's a shame, isn't it? Yeah.
What are you saying anyway? You good?
Yeah, I'm
Is everyone
sweet.
good?
I think
Yeah,
we're all
good.
happy. I'm trying to pretend I haven't spilled tea down my leg, but other than that,
Just
I'm
carry
all right.
out your tea.
I'm
They
trying to believe.
Talk about dick. He comes straight away, don't they? Yeah.
Oh, no.
I'm trying to pretend I ain't just spunked down my leg.
That's all right. I use my curtains. Anyway, look. So, guys, the film today that we're going to be discussing is the one and only 2009 release, The Hangover, which is basically about four guys. They go on a bachelor party, their friend drugs their drink, and they end up in a hotel with Mike Tyson's tiger in their room. Let's discuss. So, guys, first of all, Luke, I'm going to let you take the stage a bit on this one. Yeah, what did you like that movie? What did you think of it?
Favoritism.
No, yeah, talk about it. Throw me under the bus straight away. I was just going to try and develop on what you said. You know what I mean? Nick your
You
ideas.
look like you've been thrown under a bus.
I know.
Oh, Reagan.
That's below the belt already, that is, isn't it?
It
I'm here
is,
to
isn't it?
talk about my favourite film, The Hangover, and look what
You know what's below my belt? My belly button.
You know what's below my belt? Loss of feeling. You don't get it, do you?
I did not hear a word you said.
Oh, really? Is it lagging?
You
Yeah,
went,
look.
do you know what? It's under my bat. That's what happened. Serious.
Ain't it? No way. Is it still like that now?
I thought it might be cerebral palsy for a minute.
Mm. No, it's not. It's not. So, Luke, this is going tits up already.
Yeah. I mean, so to be fair, we've gone off topic already, but
Yeah.
something like The Hangover, yeah, well, it's good fun, and it's one of them where I suppose you can sort of relate to it in terms of when you go on holiday and you have that, well, you have
Cheeky,
holidays, you know what I mean? I'm on them young mad world holidays. You have probably forgot them, but
You look lady.
oh mate, I can't wait. If so, if you can show me what she can do with a lollipop.
Oh, man, you could have fit it well there.
I know, yeah. But the worst thing is about making me go first. I'm talking about The Hangover. I came prepared for the football factory in Green Street.
Yeah, I know. But we're gonna do it. We're gonna do that
David.
next week instead.
Yeah, that was a last minute change, to be
Well,
fair.
yeah, it was. So
Hello.
that's my fault. So Andy,
That's my issue.
Yes,
how are you?
Dave, I am all right. I am still like thousands of days into sobriety and I am still loving that shit. But I did think of a few funny hangover stories that I will share during the course of the podcast.
Okay, that's cool. Do you want to hear some hangover facts, guys?
Yeah, go
on. All right,
Go on
It'd be
then.
funny if we say no. If we just say no,
Yeah, nah.
Nah.
Just fuck it, it's over.
leave that.
Well, you know
Fucking boring.
Huh? We
Fucking
need to work
boring.
out some dynamic here, so we're not talking over each other, man. Oh shit. Anyway, I'm talking now. I'm only joking. Right. So,
Okay.
but okay, it's Valentine's Day.
Yay.
Yay. Oh, and guess what? Going a bit off topic as well. My nephew was born today. I've got about I've got
Woo!
about 30 of them now. So it's just like, oh, another human. Yeah. So
You got
anyway,
a class of them, mate.
guys, the hangover, right? Have you got any hangover stories that we can share? By the way, anybody watching this who hasn't seen the hangover, go out and watch it because it's good, and then you'll know what the fuck we're talking about. Right? Look. So, guys, you got any funny hangover stories?
Hangover stories, as in from the film, or like
Yeah.
our own personal.
Your own personal ones.
Right. When I was about 16, 17,
Yeah.
me and my mate, my best mate, was at this house, and we both fell asleep in this girl's bed.
Yeah.
And then when I woke up in the morning, we'd just been smashed off like ketamine and fucking everything.
As you
And
do.
woke up in the morning because the doors opened, and I've looked, and she had this like horrible kid. You know, like you get little kid, little bastard,
Kid.
right? And he's standing at the door like this, and it took me a second to realise that he had all shit all over his hands. I was
Oh,
like,
mate.
oh, nah. So I've reached over to my mate and I've tapped him. I've gone, Vinny. And he's woke up and I've gone, look. And this kid then, because we was both like, oh, what the fuck, started trying to chase us around the house with shit on his hands.
Really?
And we locked him in the cupboard. Right? And what he'd done, he was about 3, but he was a little bastard. And what he'd done, he'd got up, and because his mum weren't getting up because she was smashed off her face, he's like shat on the bathroom floor and tried to clean it up by putting it in the sink.
Oh,
That's right.
It was epic.
Where's the guidance, man? Not fucking hell. Right. Oh god, I don't think I can
Prostitute
top that
already.
one.
He's only about 13.
what?
Yeah.
He's bound to be a prostitute or something, can they?
Why?
Because he is.
Why, and what?
Because he may as well have been raised with like a pack of wolves or something. He was like a feral child.
Yeah, but then why would he go down the career path of prostitution?
No, you
Are
already
you
like
saying
shit
you
in
wait
his
there?
hands.
Are you saying you've seen potential in him at that age? Is that what you're getting at?
Oh my god, let's go down this
Mate.
road, Eddie.
I took that potential and I fucking ran with it. Me and him in a cupboard. Nice.
Oh my god, nah. Oh dear. Well, I can't really top that one. I did wake up on top of a shed once, and I still have no idea how I got there. Like for those who have just like started to watch this podcast, I'm in a wheelchair, so it'd be quite a leap, literally, to and I still don't know how I ended up there.
On top of a shed. You couldn't do that
Top of
if
a
you was
shed.
fucking sober.
Yeah, exactly.
Not unless there's a ramp.
I once woke up in a bus stop. I fell asleep in a bus stop.
No.
Oh,
What
look,
a
there's
geezer.
there.
I think the worst thing about having hangover stories is the fact that I can't remember. I get complete memory loss when I'm like that.
Yeah,
Like,
dear.
So I don't remember what I've done. It's that horrifying when you wake up and someone tells you, "Oh, do you remember this? Do you remember that?" And you go,
Have you got
that
any
one.
awful stories though when you wake up? You know that sense of dread that you get when you're screaming into your pillow, like, "Oh no, what have I done?"
It's one of them. Like, you don't want to be on your phone. I think
Yeah, you just turn your phone off, don't
you
you?
do get that dread, don't you? You just think, "I'm just pleased. Can I get away with this one? Have I done anything illegal?"
Yeah, well, I don't
I've
really
got
think
a-
that because most of the time when I was out, I probably did do loads of things illegal because that's just a night out. But yeah, man. Oh, I remember one time when
At band camp.
one time at band camp, I
Where
stuck
did
a
you
flute
shove
in my
that flute,
pussy.
Davey?
Hey?
What he said one time at band camp, I said, "Where did you shove that flute?"
I still play it every time I
Up
fart.
his pussy.
Fuck you now.
Sideways.
Oh god. Oh god.
No.
I
Dear.
have got a genuine tale of not remembering.
Go on then.
I was working away when I was really, really young. And I went, and I'd been at this house for ages, and I went round the fucking shop and like I had the house to myself. So I've got about 10 cans of not Copperberg. Some that was out before Copperberg anyway. And I started drinking them, and then I woke up at about 4 o'clock in the morning. And my head was caning. I was like, and I heard this noise, and I thought, what the fuck is that? And I looked, and there was just like an OAP next to me. I was like, bleh, bleh.
Yeah.
I could smell her breath. It fucking stunk of fucking sour milk.
Oh my God, it's like that scene in The Hangover, yeah, where he wakes up and he marries that chick, you know, Heather Graham, right?
Yeah.
He marries that chick, and she's actually quite fit. Like, I wouldn't regret that, but there was one.
She would regret that.
Yeah, she would. Yeah, but it's all right. I've already done it. It's too late. But like, basically, yeah, like I've had the story like that where like I brought back this not so attractive woman. Actually, she weren't attractive at all. But the worst thing was, it was on my 25th birthday, and because I was living at my parents at the time, you know, hard times, I brought her back to my mum and dad's house, and my mum was still up. My mum was still up. Come in. I went upstairs to go for a piss and that. She's sitting there, like talking to my mum and that. My mum just looks at me in shame, right? And like so bad so that my brothers, yeah, saw it and she goes, damn, she looks a bit like a pirate, right? And before, right,
Davey brought back Jack Sparrow.
and long, oh God, long Johnny Silver. I hope I used one. In fact, I like my friends, yeah, right. They kind of tricked me a little bit, actually, Andy. It was your girlfriend that did that, right? What she
Okay.
did was, yeah, she was like, oh, she's had a baby, Dave. Look, she's on Facebook, and how many months ago did you sleep with her? And I was like, working it out. I was like, is it about 9 months? And so it had me worrying all day. Yeah, right. She tricked me because obviously she had a picture of the baby with the baby's dad and everything, but she just showed me pictures of the baby. She's like, Dave, it could be yours. And I was worrying all day, man. Like, it was horrible. But I managed to shoo her out the door that night before like most of my brothers got back, and I was kind of really bad. It's not one of my.
They would have had a go.
Yeah, and ride the rodeo. I hope she never watches this and figure out who she is and that, Lord.
One, I did something really awful when I was drunk, which I'm not proud of, but I will tell you the story. There used to be a pub called the Wheelie Castle. Yeah, not the Wheelie Castle pub. Yes. No, it wasn't the Wheelie Castle.
Was
it
that
was
the Wheelie Castle
Stone
pub?
House. Hey?
Oh, you've scraping the barrel with these boozers.
It wasn't the Wheelie Castle, it was the Stone
Yeah.
House. You don't even remember the Stone House, Louis.
Was it the phone?
I mean, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing about my childhood, that I've been to the Stone House.
you don't want to go there. Anyway,
I've been.
Right. This bird was sitting at a table and I was pissed. I was literally about 15. I was homeless at the time. And I was having a drink of her and was getting on, and I kissed her and whatnot. And then I went to the bar and she's gone on to go to the toilet. And her feet were all turned in and she was walking like a fucking beach ball. And I was like, oh, fuck. And I just ran out the door. Never went back.
Oh, man. Andy, mate, I'll tell you something recently that happened before the pandemic took hold of our lives. I was doing this stand-up thing, right? This pub, I won't mention the pub, but like I was doing this stand-up comedy thing, and basically they had the disabled toilet, right? But you had to go down a step to get to it. I know it's weird, right? And like this, huh?
A step down.
Yeah, there was like a little step down to the disabled toilet. It was like a cruel kind of torture, weren't it?
What I think you've been involved in is like a kidnap of disabled people for a dungeon or something. You can get in, you roll down a step. but you can't get out. They've
Yeah,
got
no, but I was coming down this step, yeah. But well, basically, this old tarted up woman goes, "Yeah, I'll help you," because old people love helping disabled people. I don't know what it is. She was like, "I'll help you get down," and stuff. She helped me down. And then she started pushing me to the toilet, and I couldn't shut the finger.
Pardon.
Hold on, it's my mum. Hi, mum.
Hello.
Yeah, you're on a podcast.
You can't put my podcast because Anthony listening yesterday kids.
All right, mum, you're kind of ruining my podcast. Okay, mum. All right. Bye, mum. Bye.
We love you, Davey's mum.
Bye. Bye. Right. So, you ain't even my real mum. No, I'm joking. Cheers. Cheers. She's my real mum. I love her loads. Right. Anyway. Right. So basically, back to the story. So this old tied up old woman, right? She was helping me down this step, yeah. And was going to the cubicle, but the cubicle door wasn't shut because my wheelchair was there, and I can kind of stand up and have a piss, like. So like basically, I was having this piss, and I see this old woman just staring at my Johnson, man, and I was like, "You okay?" I was like really awkward. She was really drunk. She was like, "Give us a kiss." I'm like, "No." No. And I was really awkward. Like, I pulled myself up like really quick and that like got all red faced. Started to go back on stage afterwards. I just didn't know where to fucking put myself, man. I should have done it, you know.
I remember once I got wrecked and then I had to go to work the day after about 2 o'clock in the afternoon and I was driving to work and I shot myself.
What I'm waiting for there is like more story. It's just
no frills. I was driving to work and I shot myself.
So go then. So what we've got to find out here is what's the plan, right? So you're driving, you're absolutely allegedly still steaming. You know what I mean? You drive and you've shot yourself. What's the game plan now? What are you doing?
The game plan is to try not to smush it into my car seat, get home, get changed, and then call in work and say that I'm ill. Once you've shot yourself on the way to work, you know it's not going to be a good day. So you know you can just fuck that off, and that's all good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Don't carry on to work. If you shoot yourself, don't carry on to work.
Oh, mate, a similar thing happened. Really. Nah, a similar thing happened to me, yeah, right, when I worked in an office, right? And basically what it was, yeah, I used to drink loads of Red Bull. I don't drink it now, and I'm not endorsing the company, it's bad for you, right? And basically, like, it was in the morning. And you know when you have one of those farts where you try and let it out like slowly, it kind of creeps out. But this one had a wet ending. And like I was just sat at my desk here on top, and I was like, like sudden realization, and I was like, oh no, and I just turned around. I said, oh, I'm not feeling well. I've got to go home. So I just went out the office without any real explanation, right? So I thought I can't go home on the bus like this because I could feel it. Like so, basically, there was a gym right across the road. Yeah. And I knew that they'd had a shower and stuff there in the disabled toilet. That's a good thing about being disabled toilets. You can go in these toilets and that without being questioned, and you can get up to all kinds of shit, literally. But like, so basically, I thought, I know, I'll go in there. So I went in there. I go, excuse me, mate, can I use your toilet for 2 minutes? He's like, yeah, going in. And I go, have you got a plastic bag? A sec. And he was like, yeah, handed me over this plastic bag without any question. So I'll get in there, I have a shower and everything, and I'm looking, I'm like, shit, I ain't got a towel. Like, and I've got to do this quick. So I decided, yeah, to get the cheap toilet roll, you know, the cheap toilet roll, right?
Yeah.
And I'm wiping myself with it. But it comes off in bits, in it, especially when it's wet. I'm like kneeling down, looking naked like a fucking chicken. Like, and I'm just like, and I'm in the toilet now for 20 minutes. So I can get the plastic bag, wrap up my shit, and then go. And I'm like, cheers. But mate, oh my god, it was a horrible experience. But there you
We
go,
went.
undercover. I don't think no one knew until I've told us now.
We went on a stag do to Nottingham. I was with my pal and he was drinking cider and black in it. And we was walking back to the hotel and he's going to go to bed, fucked. And I was like, I'm going in this club. So I've gone in the club and then I've got back to the hotel and I've drank in the bar with a few of the boys. And I've got back to my room and the fucking room was covered in red sick. Fucking everywhere it was, like all up the walls. It fucking stunk. And I said to my pal who come in the room with me, he's opened the door, he's gone, fucking hell. I was like, I'll let him sleep in your room. He's like, oh, nah, fuck that. So you prick. So I fell asleep anyway. And then about 9 o'clock next morning, my mate, Andy. And I'm like, oh, what? And he's gone, I think you've been sick. I was like, you fucking cheeky cunt. You better clean that up. I fucking do it.
Oh God! Now I remember, right? A friend told me, yeah, that like basically, he'd done loads of cocaine in this house party.
A friend.
A friend, right? And he really needed a shit as a result. So yeah,
A result. Well, that's a lot of football, doesn't it? I need a shit result.
result. Now, as a result, right? So basically, yeah, right. He goes, I don't know, there was something wrong with the toilet, yeah. So he tried to have a shit in the shower. Like, and
What?
I don't know what his logic was, but he was trying to get it down the drain, right? Get
And
it
they
down the
call you
plug.
disabled.
He ended up, eh?
And they call you disabled.
Do you know what I mean? Physically impaired, actually, but like anyway, right? So he said he's trying to get it down this plug hole, but it blocks up the shower. He floods out this person's bathroom, yeah, with flakes of shit everywhere, all over the floor.
Oh.
He looks, yeah, right, and he just leaves. He goes out the window and just leaves. He never went back there.
Oh, no.
Imagine waking up and just seeing that in your bathroom, like, oh gosh.
Lethal. I think there was one similar to the shower story. With me and my friends, we went to Bulgaria, and obviously you drink a lot, and everyone must just shit himself when they drink. I don't know, or something. It must be a thing.
It must be a
but
thing.
My mate's got like the morning after shits or whatever. He's gone back to the shower, the toilet. No bog roll. So he's ended up having to use the shower, typical, and a towel. And I just thought that is gruesome, because imagine the maid who's got to come and clean that, right? But the worst thing, so I'm bantering him up all day, giving him I can't believe you've done that. My room, same scenario, the matter of about a couple hours later. But I didn't know what to do with the towel. I've cleaned the towel. I've cleaned the towel. But the towel, I still caught a bit of stuff on it.
Oh, mate, yeah, register.
Yeah, it's got a bit of stuff. Safe to say, it went off the balcony. We never seen it again.
Oh my god! I know somebody who did that. Yeah, like I think there was actually another house party. It's me, really. And basically they said they shut themselves and that, cleaned themselves up and lobbed their underwear over the next door neighbour's garden. Like, imagine the kids playing outside, like innocent kids, and all of a sudden a load of shit just comes at your face. It's not very nice for childhood memory.
You know what it is though? You know that moment where you're letting out a fart and you're trying to be careful,
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh, that's warm. And the way that you know is because you go to wipe your ass with toilet paper and it slips all the way up your back.
Oh gosh. You know what? The best thing to use, mate? Tissue and wet wipes. Right?
This coming from the man who used the towel.
Yeah.
I never used the towel. That's Lewis.
Come on, your friend.
No.
Use the towel.
I never used the towel. I've never used the towel before in my life for that.
He's always
just
so
Lewis who used the towel.
I have used, so I used the towel.
I've used, yeah, go on.
And that's the
I've
one
used
that
a
went off the
sanitary
balcony.
towel.
Huh?
I've used a sanitary towel. Does that count?
Why is that? Because you've had too much action. You gotta stop yourself from leaking.
No, just because I got in the bog and there was some sanitary towels in there and I've had a shit and then I realised there was no bog roll. So you have to like wipe it, rip it, throw it in the toilet because you can't flush the whole thing down the toilet. You have to like, rip that shit into little bits.
Oh, so you're going through shit now then. You're feeling it. You know what I mean? You're getting hands are mucky.
Yeah, you know, your thumb goes through the toilet roll.
Coming out looking like a coal miner.
So what about this fucking film then?
Oh yeah, I forgot we was doing.
Right, yeah, back to the film. We're only talking about hangovers, isn't it? So
it is fucking funny, isn't it?
It's so funny, yeah, right. You know, it was shot in Vegas, yeah, and because like Vegas is that crazy, they didn't even the people, yeah. It was reported that they didn't even realise that the film was being shot. That's how crazy Vegas is. And apparently, Mike Tyson, yeah, he weren't gonna do the film until he found out the same director of Old School did that film, and he was like, "Yeah, man, I'm gonna do that, man." And it was actually Mike Tyson used his real fucking tiger. He actually had a tiger.
Yeah, if you was a tiger,
that?
though, you wouldn't want to attack Mike Tyson, would you? Even if you was a tiger.
Yeah, and
he'd fuck you up.
I don't fuck a tiger. I'd have Mike Tyson, man. I'd be like, you know what I mean? But apparently, he's a really nice guy, and you know, watch.
I mean, he's a nice guy, but what we hear from it, you know what I mean? I don't think he is. He may have mellowed now, but he's definitely an horrible bastard. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like high on cocaine in his early days, oh man.
Have you two both got your camera on landscape?
I'm not too sure.
Because like I've got a big view of my belly and you seem to be like sort of a little bit more cut off. And I'm not thinking if I turned my camera around, would I be like you?
Probably. Look at that.
There you go.
I feel fucking better now, boys. I feel ready. I should have done that.
You've lost weight.
Yeah.
You've lost weight.
So guys. So what I was gonna say, you know, originally, you know, Zach Galifianakis, you know, the dude with the beard, you know, the funny guy. With the
I don't think that's his actual name, no.
Zach Galifianakis.
Is that offensive? I don't know his name, but is that offensive to the other ones?
What do you mean?
How you've just referred to him as the funny guy. Imagine the others have dedicated a career and they've.
Well, it is. Stu's kind of funny, and Phil's funny as well. But he's kind of like the main funny guy, isn't he? Like, really.
Nah, you know when Alan comes in from pissing and he goes, no, and then Finky goes in there, Bradley Cooper goes in there, and he comes out and he goes, "There's a tiger in there," and Stu goes, "No, there isn't." The look on his face fucking kills me, man. It's fucking brilliant.
It is mad. It is mad. Could you imagine that sort of thing, though? But I mean, we're not going to have a tiger here, are we? We're going to walk in, it's going to be like someone's dog. But no, it would be fucking weird.
It would be weird. I mean, like, for example, it's cutting out. Oh, that's it. You were lagging a bit. Oh, yeah, but you know, Jack Black was meant to play him.
Jack Black is funny though, to be fair.
Yeah, but I don't think it would have been.
I don't really like Jack Black, so I think.
Nah. I like him.
I think he's all right, but I don't think he should have done that.
Yeah, not that. It wouldn't have been right for it.
Really,
and Lindsay Lohan was meant to be the estranged girl that he marries when he's drunk.
I reckon Jonah Hill would have been good in it.
Actually, Jonah Hill was offered the role, funnily enough. He was offered the role as well, but he turned it down because he had other projects.
I don't know. I think Jonah Hill was elite, so I think he would have been able to make it even better.
Yeah.
Who's the dude in Freddie Got Fingered?
Tom Green.
Tom Green. He would have been quite good doing it, I reckon, as well.
Have you seen Freddie Got Fingered?
Fucking yeah. Every time Freddie comes round to my house.
I've heard it, and I think I may have watched glimpses. But this is the thing with me. I'm shit with names as well. Yeah. So when you're saying this to me, it's sort of over my head. But no, I can't. I don't think I've watched.
It's not hard to get over your red though, Lewis. He's point-sized.
Yeah. Look at that. There's no need for this. You know what I mean? I've come here for a nice day and just a chat with my friends.
and it's just been talking about shit and everything.
Yeah, I mean, we've just come here for a nice little conversation, and he's done that to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Well, you know,
sorry, mate.
we've
This
all
is what
got
it's
our
all
axes
about.
to grind.
That's it.
I've got Junior.
I just don't know what to say to you sometimes, Anne. I really don't. Like, you just throw me
I
off.
know.
Like,
I know. Sometimes it's just too much.
I thought you'd have like a quiz or something on this. I thought you should have been getting the some question and answers for the Hangover, David.
I reckon we should do that. You know, I reckon.
Nah.
You'd like some like quick. I
No,
wouldn't know. I remember like a sieve.
Not so quick.
Like, my issue is I just don't remember films, so I'm perfect to be here.
yeah.
Lewis, I think you should be quizmaster.
What?
I think you should be quizmaster.
Well, then why?
Watch a film, research a film, and then me and Dave we need to set up a format. Or Dave, you be quizmaster. I don't want to be quizmaster.
I'm not
Fuck
being.
that. I want to be
I've
answering
got the
questions.
idea of doing that, but I'm not gonna. For more effort and more work, come on, Dave. It's your podcast, mate.
Do you know what I mean? I don't know. I just, you know, when Andy's on here, man, like I said before, he just throws me off, and I'm just like, I don't know. See, I made notes here. They don't mean shit. Like, you know what I mean? Oh, but
There's
I found
no
a fun
point
fact.
making notes.
There's a fun fact as like, you know, we're going to use an actual real taser, but Warner Brothers lawyers said they couldn't do it. Obviously, it happens.
You know what I'd like to add to this show, Dave?
What?
A cunt roundup. That is basically when we discuss people who've left comments saying that they're offended, and we basically just call them a cunt.
Nah, why? Why though? At the end of the day, if they take the time to watch our show, then write a comment on how much they hate it. Well, they're obviously really lonely, aren't they?
Can't we just for our sake, just
You
to make
just
me
want to
feel
hate
better?
Andy, you just need to purify yourself with love.
I just want to get them people who get offended and just make them more offended.
You do that anyway, bud.
Yeah.
Winner, chicken
Anyway.
dinner.
Do you know what? It says here, right, that we've only got 4 minutes left, and we've barely talked about the hangover. We talked about our hangovers. That's cool. That's cool. But this is kind of Lewis's introduction to Dave's podcast. So, do you want to be on our team, Lou? Yeah, yes, you do. Of course, you do. It's in the contract.
Oh, yeah, no, I mean, I'm absolutely amazed. Where's
Lewis,
the time?
I've got a piece on you to induct you yet.
Oh,
yeah. I said, Andy, we've had words about this. You can't do that, man.
What do you mean?
We can.
You can't get me excited like that and then do it. You know, on Valentine's Day, you know what I mean?
Yeah, take me all the way, baby.
You know, we've spoken about shit to get the piss involved.
Do you know what? It's always homoerotic with Andy. Like, he always, like, you should hear about Rocky podcasts. Like, I'm talking about the struggles that Rocky goes through, and he's like, yeah, Dave, I want to wheelbarrow you up those stairs.
Wow. You can't take life too seriously, can you?
Right, we should.
Andy's on the bag.
Loving the baghead.
He's in the ring in the corner getting sprayed by men in the face.
I love getting sprayed by men. More the better.
Fuck, man. Shit. So, to conclude this has been Dave's podcast. We've been talking about the hangover, sort of. And let's all welcome Lewis to Dave's podcast film night. Yeah.
Welcome, Lewis.
Yeah, hello,
I hope people enjoy my insight to the hangover and how much I've remembered from it and actually spoke about it.
Mate, you should have seen the Matrix podcast. I literally wrote a thesis on it. Andy just blew it out the fucking water. It was like, Trinity looks like a bloke, isn't it?
You try and steer things in the knowledge direction, But I don't want that, so I'll try and bring it back to fucking anything but knowledge.
Yeah.
Anything but knowledge. But knowledge, exactly.
knowledge.
He steers it back
But
to
knowledge.
but knowledge. Yeah.
I like to steer it towards anal rape.
Hey, boy. You from Texas? There's only two things in Texas: to have a steers or queers. You don't know that. Don't steer to me, boy. What film is that from? What film is that from?
I think that's
it The
from your
Hangover?
personal film.
Full Metal Jacket. It's a good film.
That is a good film, actually. At some point, we do need to do
I
that.
haven't watched it. Do you know what I watched for the first time the other day? White
What?
Chicks.
It's good, ain't it?
You watched what?
White Chicks for the first time the other day, which I feel like I'm very late to the party.
Yeah, it is quite funny. To be fair.
Yeah.
I
It's got
actually
fun.
think it's overrated.
Who's going to choose a film?
Overrated. Do you reckon?
I don't know, choose a film.
Who's going to choose the next film?
Well,
gonna
we're
let
doing
Lewis do
Main
it?
Street, aren't we? And
Oh, yeah.
Oh, see, I've watched them recently, so I know them.
That's my fault. That it's because I did tell you to. Yeah.
Yeah, to be fair, I've got a memory like a sieve anyway, like I said. So
Yeah.
I probably won't remember that. You'll ask me. I've got no idea what that's about, mate. No idea. You run it down for me.
This punch
There you
bag moves like this all fucking night. It doesn't stop, honestly.
Is that a conspiracy? Are you haunted?
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you work for the Illuminati?
40
I'm gonna conclude this fucked up episode, and